Welcome back to Camp Out West. If you're new here, we're John and Emily, and we've spent the last 19 months alongside our full-time jobs bringing this abandoned land back to life. We sold everything we owned to buy this abandoned caravan park, leaving us with just £500 left in the bank. So we've been doing the renovation work month by month when we get paid from our day jobs. At the start we used to feel quite overwhelmed, feeling like we should be so much further along. So it's been amazing looking back on all the old footage of what our land used to look like when we first moved on, showing us just how far we've come and reminding us why we set out on this journey to begin with, following our dream to live within our means and be mortgage free. If you watched our last episode, you would have seen us putting up the first 2 walls of our tiny house build. So let's carry on where we left off, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see how we get on. Special thanks to Skin and Me for sponsoring today's video, but more on that later.
So first things first, we started measuring and cutting all the wood for the 3rd wall of our tiny house build. So we're ready now to cut the header for the big 2 metre by 2 metre window by the bedroom. And for this one we're using a much heftier piece of wood. So we've been using 6x2, I don't know what that measure is, that's 140 by 39. This one is 220, so quite a bit bigger. So we're going to cut 2 metre lengths of this and double it up, nail it all together. Because we've basically, that whole wall is pretty much the window, so it needs like a lot of support to transfer the weight. And it's also 5 metres long, like what an absolute weapon. So yeah, should be fun. Size of it. So we worked until late last night finishing off the end wall. So this is our sort of bedroom side of the cabin. This is the one that has the big 2 metre by 2 metre window. So it's looking nice and solid. So we're ready now to lift this up, and then we've only got 1 wall left to go. I screwed on some temporary blocks of wood to act like stoppers to make sure we don't push the walls off the floor when we stand it up.
I'm a bit nervous about this one because I can't really gauge how heavy it's going to be.
I mean,
I know it's going to be heavy.
getting it up, I think, is the only thing is it going to get jammed? You know?
And annoyingly, my trousers are so tight because I've got like 4 pairs on.
So yeah.
I said my trousers are tight because I've got like 4 pairs on because I'm cold. I can bend in them, that's okay.
Yeah.
3.
Obviously it's tight as well because of the walls.
Oh my God.
It's alright, you're good.
Okay. That's not going to fall back on us.
Slide it.
I thought that was literally for us. John, it's heavy!
You need to keep it level, otherwise it's going to get jammed.
I know, it's heavy.
So bounce it over a bit.
Oh my God, I'm literally going to have it.
Right, I'm holding it. Yeah, let go. Let go.
Okay.
So basically we need to slide it. Yeah. Up to our blocks.
Okay, right.
Well, it's getting caught on the glue, I think. Don't go too far, don't go too far.
Okay.
Right, go up.
Oh my goodness. Please don't fall back on this wall.
So yours isn't all the way out.
Why are we doing this?
Yours isn't. Come and swap over.
Okay. I don't like this wall.
You got it?
Yeah.
You just need to keep it there. Oh, go up with it a bit more.
Good?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that was the problem then. One of my nails is sticking out.
Oh, is that what it was getting caught
It
on?
was getting caught on a nail. Right, just need to kick it out a bit.
Oh. Well done.
There we go.
I don't know how you don't get stressed and things like that.
Is that actually on the ground there?
Why wouldn't it be on the ground?
Because
It's a
it's...
wood boat.
Sorry?
Right, are you going to hold it and I'll land everything?
Yeah, why is that? I mean, that's definitely not on the ground.
Oh, you holding it, yeah?
Yeah.
Please don't fall on John Wall.
Well, look how good that window is going to be out.
It's going to be beautiful. Oh.
Why is it?
That was stressful.
I think it just needs tapping down with me.
Oh, that looks amazing.
I'm just going to clamp these on so it's not leaning too far out.
Just going to change the gimbal angle.
I'm just going to clamp this in place so it's not going to move. Now the window is in place, we secured it to the floor and the walls of the structure. So I'm up here at the top of the drive, and behind the shipping container we've been storing our big 2 metre by 2 metre window. So this is what's going at the bedroom end of the cabin build. It's been here for over a year now. We've had it tucked behind here out of the wind. It's still on the pallet it was delivered in, and we've braced it and everything. It's been wrapped up, we've kept an eye on it, so we're going to unpack it now and somehow drag it out and get it down the drive. So we're hoping we can enlist the help of our local farmer, because he's got some forks on the front of a loader on a tractor. So that is our hope, but we still need to get it out onto the drive for him to be able to get underneath it. So I'll unpack it first and then we'll go and see. So the problem we've got here is we dragged this in, well, over a year ago. We had to make like a little metal sled at the front to get it over the soil. So obviously since then, we had a burst water pipe just there. This area's got really wet, so it's kind of bedded in a bit. So I'm hoping the pallet doesn't just disintegrate. But I think we're gonna have to do the same thing, make some sort of skid on this side and try and pull it out. But yeah, the window looks right, so and try and find something to do that. So here's the current situation. You can see the front end is sort of embedded there. So I'm going to dig the front out a little bit. The window itself is looking good. I'm thinking if I can get the front up, maybe slide a couple of scaffold boards underneath sort of the runners of the pallet and then see if that'll act as a skid. with a little strap on the back here. I've managed to pull it forward, what is it, 3 feet, 4 feet? So we've got some sort of movement going on. Obviously just being very careful, obviously don't want to replace this, but getting there. Wishing I hadn't sold the Land Rover, because low range would have been way better for this. So somehow we managed to get that out from behind there. Definitely missing the Land Rover, but this has worked. Luckily the drive is kind of frozen, so it's not actually giving us much resistance dragging this pallet down. So we've got a couple of our electric cables to move out the way, and we're going to try and drag this in front of the chassis and the floor of the cabin, and then go and have a word with our local farmer and see if he can just literally pick it up from there. And we're going to put it inside the cabin, so at least when it's inside then we don't have to go around the back and then lift it from like a real awkward direction.
Good. Happy?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't die.
Happy? Just need to get the car out now. It's good, I didn't have to go too far because the ground's frozen as well.
You didn't squish a sign. To me, the window looks a lot bigger than the gap in the back wall, so I'm hoping we got our measurements right and we didn't do it wrong.
Luckily we had got our measurements right. We moved the window as close as possible to the structure to make it easier for when our neighbour comes to lift it in with their tractor and forks.
I'm so excited to talk more about today's video sponsor, Skin & Me. If you're new to Skin & Me, they create personalised skincare products designed by dermatologists, featuring powerful and active ingredients that you can't get on the high street and tailored to each person's individual needs. I'm actually already a paying customer of Skin & Me. I buy and use both their cleanser and moisturiser already, so I'm so excited to have them sponsoring today's video. I personally never really knew what I should or shouldn't be using when it came to my skin. I always found it quite overwhelming going to the supermarket, and it was just a complete stab in the dark buying something off the shelf. A product that had been designed for the masses and hoping it would somehow work on my skin. And that's where Skin & Me really sets themselves apart from other competitors on the market, and they take away all the guesswork. My favourite Skin & Me product is their Daily Doser, which has become a daily part of my skincare routine for over 3 months now. The Daily Doser is a personalised dermatologist-designed cream featuring powerful and active ingredients tailored for each person's individual skin goals. The sign-up process to work out my individual formulation was really easy. First, you fill in their free skin consultation online, which talks about your specific skin goals, as well as highlighting your main focus areas and identifying your skin type, plus a few more questions, which is then reviewed by their expert team. Once reviewed, you'll get your personalised treatment plan designed by their dermatology team. So I have really oily skin, which leaves me prone to acne breakouts. So my main goal was to help reduce these flare-ups, and my Daily Doser has been amazing at making my skin more manageable. So my Daily Doser arrives in this little box, and I love that I don't have to worry about running out because it arrives automatically each month straight to my door. It arrives in this fully recyclable aluminium tube, which is personalised with my name. All the ingredients in this are specially selected for my skin type and skin goals, so this isn't something you would ever share with anyone else. This is especially for you. What I love most about the Daily Doser is as my skin changes month by month, so does the formulation, which means it's constantly adapting to my skin's needs. You also get progress checkups along the way and can change your skin goals as your treatment progresses. I love that the tube has fixed daily amounts that are automatically measured out, so I know exactly how much I should be using for my skin and none of it's going to waste. And the great thing with the Daily Doser monthly subscription is you can pause, cancel or resume anytime. If you'd like to try Skin and Me, they have an incredible offer where you can get the Daily Doser for only $4.99 instead of $29.99, and that's for your whole first month's supply. Just head to the link in our description and use code CampoutWest at the checkout. Thanks so much to Skin and Me for sponsoring today's video. So while we're waiting for our local farmer to come and help us move our window into the cabin before we can start work building the last wall, we figured we'd use this afternoon to give our garden a good tidy because it's taken an absolute beating over the winter. So we're just going to start sorting through the beds and just removing all of the rubbish that's kind of collated all around. So for all of you that were commenting and saying putting our raised beds under the fir tree was a bad idea, you were right, because there's literally thousands of these needles everywhere. Wow. Look at this, John.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's beautiful. This is quite a nice job. I had a driving lesson this morning, my first driving lesson, and I was so nervous. So this is such a nice thing to do this afternoon, just to relax and be outside. But the driving lesson wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, so I'm really happy that I did it. So our veggie pod raised bed has had the most success when it comes to growing our veg over the winter. We've got all of our candy beetroot that's ready to be harvested. Our carrots, you can see them at the top here. We've got 2 red cabbages, and then our cauliflowers, we've started to get the florets on the top, and then we've got a few golden beetroots that we planted as well. So yeah, I'm just going to harvest our first carrots. Okay. They're so cute, look at them. Mini carrots. This is my first carrot harvest, look at them. They're so cute. I'm not sure if they're actually meant to look like this, but I'm happy. That is so beautiful. Well, that's big, look. It's beautiful. Wow. It's a nice one.
Very good.
This one's beautiful. Wow. Amazing.
Colour is insane. We think it's like January, end of January. Everything else is Wasn't expecting this, were you? The following morning, our neighbours stopped by to help us move our window into the cabin.
That's so nice, John.
Go back.
Thank you.
So massive thank you to the boys from T Gwyn Farm for coming and help us move this absolute beast. So the reason we've put it inside the building before we carry on framing and then sheathing the building, the access from where this window needs to go, which is behind M, would be very difficult for us to get a tractor or any sort of lift to get it in. So we figured if we got it inside the building, like we've got it here, we can slide it down and put it into place. So we were planning to build the rest of the wall today, the wall that's behind this, but there is like 80-mile-an-hour winds predicted. So we're going to just spend some time now and just strap everything together. We're strapping this together, like clamping it in place with loads of timber, because the last thing we want now is for this to get knocked over in the wind. Yes, the window is now properly sandwiched in. We've attached it to the floor of the frame in across the top. Because it's a window frame made of wood, we can actually screw it into some timber. So we've put a timber across to support the walls. I think that window is going nowhere. So
Fingers crossed, don't say that.
well, this is good. Well, if that's going somewhere, the whole cabin's going somewhere. So we're predicted up to 80-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon going into this evening. So we've decided it's a bit silly for us to be trying to put up the last wall today. Also last night we had some unexpected gusts which actually took our little gazebo that was already looking a bit tired, and that is completely gone now. So we'll cut to a clip of that. So we now no longer have a dry spot outside. So we're in the market for a new gazebo. If anyone can recommend us one, because it's a bit silly to be using electric power tools outside in the rain. But I guess this is the reality of like where we are. We're on a hillside in West Wales and we get all of the weather here. So yeah, we're going to end the video there. But a big thank you to Skin and Me for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested to find out a little bit more, have a look in the link in the description. But we'll see you in the next video. Look forward to the progress, and we'll see you next time.